WeakLEE Podcast, episode 1. Again, I'm D. Lee. I'm 33 years old, from New Orleans. I am the oldest son of Rhonda and Darren Lee. Matter of fact, happy anniversary to my parents, 32 years. I am the father of 2 boys, Drew and Dre. I've been married, been divorced. I'm married for 3 years, divorced. But on to bigger and better things. And I have my first guest on the show today, and you are...
Oh my goodness. Who am I?
Who are you? You say who you are.
So, my name is Alaisha. I am 30 years old. I am from a little town outside of New Orleans called Belchase, Louisiana.
Country girl.
Yes. Plaquemines Parish. I am a mother of 2. I have 2 girls from my first marriage. I am currently going through divorce. We are not going to speak on that. Moving right along. I have a younger sister. She's 14. My family dynamic is a little different. I always did grow up in a 2-parent household. However, my parents did not marry until I was about 12 years old. So that shapes, I guess, the way I'm going to answer some of these questions.
That affected you a lot?
I wouldn't say it affected me a lot. I just feel like that was my norm. So it just makes things a little different for me than everybody else.
So was it like you was just like used to dealing with one parent and another parent, and then until you got older, it was like everybody together?
I mean, like within my household, I feel like I didn't really know or didn't really pick up on the fact that they weren't married because we were just one family unit.
So they always lived together. Mm-hmm. Everybody always lived together. All right.
Yeah. They just never got married.
So it's like the same as mine then. My parents been together all my life.
Yeah. But they were married too before they had you.
Yeah.
So like growing up like in school and like people talk about their parents being married and stuff like that. I was like, oh, my parents not married, but they live together.
But I know with me, the fact of I went to 4 different high schools in 2 years affected me more than anything.
You think so?
Yeah, because the hurricane, that shit, it was bad. More
than your childhood, you think?
Yeah. Because that, like, was my childhood. Because it's like I was in the 9th grade. I was at Carr. Then I went to Houston. Then I went to Fort Worth. Then I went to Atlanta. And then I went to Covington. And then I graduated from there. So, like, I never was all over. Yeah.
What was that like, though? Like, being, like, the new kid? Like, every, month or every year?
It was fine because I played basketball everywhere I went. So, like, every time I went to a different city in a different state, I still played basketball. So, it was like I'm just another basketball player. So, it was easy. Ain't like I was, like, no nerd or nothing, or, like, no quiet boy that nobody knew.
Well, I was a nerd, so... I think it paid off.
You weren't a nerd.
I was quiet. I said to myself, I was very reserved. So, and actually my best friend is still my best friend from elementary school.
I only talked to one person from high school.
Really?
Yeah. I talked to one person from high school.
Which one? Which high school?
Covington.
Oh.
But I still talk to one of my friends, Jawan. He from Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I still talk to him.
Oh, that's good.
And so other people every now and then, like probably like once a year. But it just be a little every now and then thing. All right, so let's get to these questions of the night.
I love Bryce.
First question.
Y'all got to see Bryce's face behind his camera.
Nah, for real. Because Bryce be doing his thing. That's my dude. Shout out to Bryce.
Yeah, shout out to Bryce. The GOAT.
What?
All right. First question. You've been dying to ask this question. I'm going to ask you and you answer it. So, why is it so hard for people to be real with other people in all aspects of life?
That's because people ain't real with themselves. people want to portray like they're something that they're not, instead of being what they want to portray to be.
But why?
Because to the outside world, they want everybody to know that ain't nothing wrong with them. They perfect. But to, people really know you. They know you not.
But how can you say that people really know you if you're not being real?
They don't. That's the thing. It's what people portray.
So
they don't really
think
know
that
you.
they know you.
Yeah.
But you never really let people in to let them know who the real you is. The
only way you really know is if you really realize that everybody's imperfect and nobody could really judge you. So
you gotta find peace with your imperfections.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why like a lot of people have a problem with letting their demons out. But at the end of the day, when you let your demons out, that's when you're really able to heal and be a better person.
First step is admitting it.
Exactly.
Perfectly imperfect here. I don't know. I don't know about nobody else, but I know I'm perfectly imperfect.
But people have a problem admitting they bullshit. But you gotta admit that. Can't heal what you don't reveal. Jay-Z said that.
That's deep.
Jay-Z said that. What would you say about that?
Oh my God. I think so. I think until you can really be honest with yourself about where you are, then you can't be honest with other people about who you are. So people can only meet you where you are, but you have to be honest about where that is.
Right, where they say you at.
And I think social media has a big thing to do with that too. I think we're so consumed with trying to portray an image for everybody else to see. And as long as the pictures look good, and as long as you look happy online, that's all that matters. Nobody really cares about being happy for real.
Everybody know when you post online, they lying.
Really?
Yeah. People don't really be posting real on social media.
I can't say that though.
How?
Some people do. And a lot of people will swear that they know you just based off of what you post on social media. And that's why I say,
you can't say that as real because you don't know the real me.
That's true.
You just know what you think you know.
But a lot of people don't view it like that though.
Yeah, but you portray.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that's me. I could portray to be this rich man and really behind the scenes be broke. But you wouldn't know that.
No, as long as your pictures look good, as long as you design it head to toe.
You're like, oh yeah, he got that bread. Broke as fuck.
Oh, vacations every month.
We
bills not paid.
We going on a trip though.
In the dog.
Gonna go on that trip.
Light bill not paid.
Right, straight to Houston. Take a drive.
Right, so messy.
For real, take a drive.
Okay.
Houston, Atlanta, Vega.
I'm so sick of you. All right. So, what's this next one? Ooh, that's a good one. Why is it when people know things aren't going to work out that they act out when it actually doesn't work out?
Because they want to believe that it's still going to work out. So when it don't, they act up. But deep down, people be knowing that it's not going to work. But they go back to that old image thing. Then they get to talking to people. Oh, I'm talking to him. I'm talking to her. We about to make this work. Then it don't happen. Then, nah, you down bad.
You're trying to force it. Yeah.
But you always force things because of comfortability. Anytime you're comfortable with somebody, you always force things. Because that's what you're used to.
But would you be forcing it if you're comfortable though?
Yeah, because people love being comfortable. They don't want to be uncomfortable.
I see that. But I would also say that you'd be forcing it if you're settling. So not necessarily comfortable, but you're settling because you're afraid to be alone.
Yeah, because people always settle. People don't want to be alone.
No, nobody want to be by themselves.
Because they're scared to be alone. You really got to see you when you're alone. People don't want to do that.
People always be talking about they healing and don't be healing either.
Their healing is going outside, drinking, getting their mind off, everything, and doing it all over the next day. That's healing.
Yeah. Isn't that?
No, it's not.
Could have fooled me.
That's not healing.
Why?
That's getting your mind off things. That's distracting yourself.
Yeah, that's healing.
No, distracting yourself is not healing.
You're healing it temporarily.
Yeah.
You're not healing it permanently, but it's a temporary heal.
That's the problem. You gotta be a permanent. But again,
not if you temporarily heal every day. I could get a swirl every day and be good.
No, you won't.
And don't feel nothing because I'm doing it every day. I'm getting it every day. How?
Because at the end of the day, you're still gonna be sitting back thinking, when you don't have the swirl, you're gonna be like, oh.
That's why I said I had to get it every day.
That's the problem though. The day you don't get it, you're gonna be like, oh Lord, I'm losing my mind. I need a swirl.
But that's why you have to temporarily heal. Some people, healing takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. And a lot of people not cut out for that. A lot of people they're not cut out for really looking at themselves and looking at their wounds and really trying to make peace with it.
And that's why a lot of people don't change.
And that's why a lot of people be lying, talking about their healing and they not.
Exactly. But the longer you deal with them and the longer you talk to them, you realize that they full of shit. Mm-hmm. That's how it be.
Truth gonna always come out.
Yeah. But then it's up to you to be like, I ain't fucking with that no more.
It's up to you. Because a lot of times we don't be want to do that though. We be like, oh, we've been together for like 2 years and 3 years. I may as well just stay. It might get better. I'm gonna just stay and see. It's gonna get better. And that's when
you fuck yourself up.
Absolutely, every single time.
At the end of the day, it don't get better.
It just gets a little bit worse.
Yeah, because deep down you know that it ain't right.
It's getting deep. Oh, this is getting deep. All right, let's see.
Let me see this question.
Go ahead. What you got?
Let's go back to my real.
Okay.
How you teach people how to love you?
Ooh. So first and foremost, you gotta be honest with yourself about who you are, where you are, what you need, and what you want. And then you've got to set boundaries and non-negotiables. But before that, you really got to be open and vulnerable with who you are as a person, because you have to be able to trust yourself before you can learn to trust somebody else, to allow them to learn how to love you.
But a lot of people don't want people to know them.
Yeah.
So if you don't want nobody to know you, how can you really say you want somebody to love you? Can't.
I mean, you can still want love, but you'll never be able to teach them how to really love you.
But the problem a lot of people is the fact of they don't want to be what they want. Because a lot of people want to, I want this rich man, I want this good looking man, this gentleman. But at the same time, if you're a chaotic broke woman or you're a chaotic broke man, how you expect to have a rich woman? And
the things that you look for, you need to be.
Exactly. And a lot of people, is not what they want. That's the problem.
Because they want it for you. They don't want it for themselves. Because they don't see a problem with what they have going on.
But why?
Because they're not real with themselves. So if I could put on the front, let's say I'm insecure, I'm broken, I have all these trust issues, I got everything going on. But to you and to the outside world, I'm putting on the front like I got it all together. I'm on this healing journey. I'm doing everything I got to do. That's who I am. That's who I'm trying to be. So I got to put on that show.
But if you're not that, you're not that. You're working to be that. But
am I really working to be that, though?
You could just be portraying to be that and not really working to be that. But to other people, you want to make it seem like that's who you are. Yeah. That's what a lot of people do.
That's what we all do.
Do we all do that?
We all do it.
I wouldn't say that.
We all. Why not?
I wouldn't say that I'd be portraying to be something that I'm not.
I'm going to call bullshit.
Why?
Because every day we strive to be better people. Are we the better people already?
No.
All right, then. So you tell yourself every day, I'm going to do this. I'm going to accomplish this today. I'm going to get this started. I'm going to do that. You're not that person yet, but you're putting it in motion. So you're doing the same thing, but you're doing it in a healthy way, not an unhealthy way.
Right. So I could say I am doing that.
We all do that. Social media has fucked all our minds. Like, we all do it. Like, whether we choose to or not, we do it. Like, it's just the way society works these days. We all do it. Now, some of us are aware of what we're doing, and some of us aren't aware of what we're doing.
Well, that could be a thing. A lot of us can admit it, and a lot of us can't. Or don't want to. But yeah, that's how you go.
All right, let's see. What I got? What is the good one? What is one of the most important determinants to have a successful relationship with anyone, but especially a romantic partner? What you need to have first and foremost to have a successful relationship.
That goes back to what we always talk about, being honest with yourself and that person.
Do you think honesty?
Honesty.
I don't.
I'd rather trust you than you to love me. I'd rather you trust me than to love me.
Why,
if you
though?
don't trust me, you can't love me. Period. You can't.
So what about vulnerability, though? You don't think that's the most important?
You gotta be honest with a person that's gonna be able to handle your honesty. If a person can't handle your honesty, they're not for you. Period.
That's true.
But you gotta be vulnerable with people and yourself.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like,
right.
You have to be vulnerable with yourself, and you have to find peace in being vulnerable.
Right.
Because that's not an easy thing to do.
It's not.
To be able to just speak on everything, like the things that bother you, your deepest, darkest secrets, all your fears, and be able to lay it all out on the table.
That's because there's people who will use that against you. And when you be traumatized from people who you actually was vulnerable with, and they use it against you, that make you want to be hesitant with the next person.
But you gotta learn to separate the two, though.
Yeah, you gotta realize who you're dealing with. But that comes with not worrying about not being alone and really paying attention to people. Because you could figure out a person from just dealing with them in the beginning. You could figure things out.
You think so?
Yeah.
How early on?
It only take a month. I say a month.
Are you serious?
You know a person in a month. Like if you talk to them every day,
I wouldn't say so because somebody could be a really good pretender.
Nah.
And a month is not a long time to keep up act.
Like I said, if you're talking to them on a regular, a month. But to be on the safe side, 3 months.
Oh, now it's 3 months.
To be on the safe side, it's no longer than 3 months at all.
You serious?
Dead ass.
To really know somebody.
It don't take you longer than 3 months.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
I'm telling you.
I feel like you need, in order to really know.
Because you always going to put people through certain things in those 3 months.
But 3 months is not a long time.
It's not a long time, but you still could like throw a few things in there. Be like, all right, let me see how they react if I do this. Let me see if they react how I do this. And how they react, that's going to have you see the type of person they are.
But it's just 3 months. That's a short period of time.
But you still know what you need.
No, I don't know. I would say 6 months to a year.
No, that's
because
too long.
You have
especially
it's not.
A year.
To really know somebody, you got to see somebody through seasons.
But that in 3 months,
in 3 months, you can pretend to be somebody, and then the whole 3 months you chilling. That 4th month though, I do something different, and you act out and you acting crazy. I'm like, hold up, I thought I knew who I was dealing with, and I don't anymore. 3 months is not a long time. I say 6 months to a year. Really, a year to 2 years.
That long?
Yes. Because people are not real. You can see stuff, but you don't really know somebody.
But the things that you see, but the little small. That's why you gotta pay attention to the small things. You gotta pay attention to the small things. You pay attention to the small things. That's the big things.
But if they allow you to see the small things,
that's why I say if you talk to them on the regular and hang with them, be around them, quality time, you gonna see that shit within 3 months.
In 3 months?
Yes.
You'll know somebody in 3 months. I'm scared of you.
Better be. Better be.
Because 3 months, that's not a lot of time.
It's not. But if you're really paying attention and tapping in with that one person, not if you're dealing with other people, it ain't going to be no 3 months.
But that's the thing. If you're dating and you're dating traditionally, then you're talking to multiple people at the same time.
Yeah, it ain't going to be 3 months.
So 3 months, I'm juggling 10 niggas in 3 months.
Yeah,
I haven't cut off anybody in 3 months because you're still new.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna know. If you're dealing with multiple people, you ain't gonna know in no 3 months. That's dead. But if it's just you and that person, you'll know in 3 months.
Because you have to take time. Honestly, it takes a longer period of time for you to show me that you're a consistent person.
Right.
So I can't stick, because in 3 months is a short time. I just feel like that's a short time. And if you're keeping up an act, it's easy to keep it up for 3 months. it's harder for you to keep that same act up for 6 months straight or a year straight.
Right.
Now, if you could keep up an act for a year,
you're a bad motherfucker.
Bad. And you need to write a book, teach a class or something, because that's crazy. But I feel like it takes time. Like, I feel like you really need to see people in different seasons. And if it's going to be like a real serious committed relationship, I think the best way to test it is living separately.
That's how you build trust.
People think if you live together, that builds a stronger committed relationship. Terrible.
Yeah, for real.
Terrible. Because all it turns into is just y'all watching each other.
Yeah.
So how do we know if we trust each other if we're not apart?
Exactly. Because a lot of times people want to stay connected to you because they don't trust you. Mm-hmm. And then people be trying to... Yeah, because people be trying to say... Because people be trying to say that they trust you, but they don't trust you.
No.
Deep down...
They trust you as far as they could see you. So when you out of my sight, I don't trust you no more.
Exactly. Because deep down, people really don't trust you. Mm-mm. Especially if they've been through some things. Oh, yeah. They don't trust you. And they don't have nothing to do with you. They have everything to do with them. Mm-hmm. But they're going to be trying to portray it like it's you. And then you'll do something minor. And then they'll be like, oh, this the reason I don't trust you.
Oh, but let me stop you. Because it might be minor to you, but it might be major to somebody else. It's all about perspective.
But at the end of the day, they'll still be like, oh, this the reason I don't trust you. Nah. You using that as an excuse.
No.
Using that as an excuse. Because you didn't trust me before that happened.
Man, if you out here moving weird. And I trusted you before.
I'm moving weird and you ain't trust me. I told you before I'm moving weird. So if you just don't trust me then. I've been told you I'm moving weird. So if I'm moving weird, you can't get mad moving weird.
Yeah, that's real.
Exactly.
If you being honest and upfront. Okay.
You gotta be honest.
So then we gotta chase it then. So where does the mistrust come? So we chase it back. And it all goes back to childhood trauma. Yeah. That we all have. Yeah. No matter how you grew up. Could have grew up.
But that's why I say my trauma really, I feel it comes from high school.
But why?
Because it was just so easy for me to detach from people. The fact I know, I ain't gonna be here long. You don't matter.
That's deep.
Exactly. You don't matter to me. I ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna see you long. Sprint. My man's free after 7.
That's good.
I ain't talking to you. You easy to go.
You unlock the core memory. Like, for real. My minutes wasn't free till after 9. I had Verizon.
Exactly. Sprint, exactly. I have after Verizon. 7. If I ain't talking to you, and if I move, that's a wrap. It's done. I'm good.
But see, that's different because, like for me, like going to Belchase, we went to school with everybody from elementary school. Like it was all the same people from elementary to middle to high school. Everybody didn't break up until it was time for college. So like I saw the same people. I grew up with the same people. We all lived in the same neighborhood. So that's a little different. Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe, we healing for real, huh? So maybe that's where I get my attachment issues from. Because I want to hold on to people. Like all of my people, I want to hold on to them and I want to keep them with me forever. Right. And a lot of times that can be unhealthy because even if you do me wrong or even if you're not supposed to be with me, if you're mine, I'm going to try really hard to hold on to you and to keep you. It's getting
Everything
deep,
makes sense. Everything makes sense.
It's starting to add up.
For real.
I'm going to call my therapist in the morning. She'll be so proud of me.
For real. Cause I was just like, all right. Well, another one gone. Oh, well.
Yeah. But honestly, though, I think that vulnerability is the key. And if you can't be vulnerable with somebody, if you can't be yourself, if you can't show up as your true self and the person that you're with or trying to be with, they won't accept that, then it's not your person.
Even with the boundaries, too. Because a lot of people would let their boundaries down. And I'll say deal breakers. Like, deal breakers and boundaries are two different things. Mm-hmm. Deal breakers is just something like, I ain't fucking with it at all.
If you do it, you gotta go.
Gotta go. And a lot of people, that will happen, And then the fact they don't want to be alone or by themselves, they'll be like, all right, let's not let this happen again.
So now we're going to compromise.
Let's not
break it down.
Let's not have this happen again.
Ladies, I'm telling y'all all 2024, stand on your boundaries.
Men,
on your boundaries.
Men, I'm telling y'all, stand on your boundaries.
Whatever, y'all don't have no boundaries.
We do. We have boundaries. Don't do that.
Not.
Because we'll be like, all right, if this happen again, I ain't dealing with you no more. Then y'all do it again.
Lies.
Then y'all do it again. Like, I just told this girl don't do this again. She's still doing it. But I don't want to be by myself. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I'll give another chance. Then, bam, happens again.
2 chances turn into 20 chances real quick. That's how you got to stand on your boundaries.
Fool me 1 time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chop, let it rain on you.
Y'all so I need another woman in here. I feel outnumbered. But real. I really feel, I don't know if it's just because I'm a woman, but I feel like as women, we really don't stand on our boundaries like y'all do. No, facts.
Not at
like
all.
Men, y'all really could like cut that shit off. But I think women,
like,
I don't know if it's
because
we like emotional and it's just like, but I don't want him to leave me.
But that's why when a man lets his boundaries down, women don't respect him as much.
Don't.
Exactly.
Because as a man, you're supposed to stand firm. Your word is your bond.
Exactly.
So if you say one thing and you doing something else,
exactly,
it's curtains for you.
Exactly.
I'm going to hold on to you because you cute. Because you fine.
Ain't good enough.
Just for a little while till I find your replacement.
Exactly, because you still know that you got my mind. Mm-hmm. That's not good.
But that's how it works. That's how it works.
That's bullshit, though.
I guess.
We supposed to be in y'all mind. Y'all not supposed to be in ours.
Really?
Yes.
No.
No. A
really?
key to a woman is getting to our mind.
That's a battle we don't win.
No, we don't win. We don't win. We don't win. But the key to a woman is our mind.
You think so?
No, so.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, exactly. Always. Because if you got a dude, and I'm talking to you, you let me talk to you. Once I get in your mind, I can get to you.
Really?
Yeah. You watch all the movies. What's that new Tyler Perry movie that just came out?
Oh my God, I knew he was about to talk about it.
What's the name of it?
Mea Culpa?
That crap. It was terrible, by the way. But anyway.
I don't actually think it was terrible. I just think the ending was bad.
It was terrible.
I don't.
But
Tyler Perry, don't cancel us, please. We just trying to get started.
But dude, he was like, yeah, she ain't right at home. Let me slide in there. All I gotta do is say the right thing.
No, I'm about to call y'all out.
Get to that mind.
I see. I didn't agree. I wasn't going that way when I agreed with you. I was saying like
clear it up, right?
Something a little different than that. You talking about mental manipulation?
Yeah, I'm about to say
not just that. It's period.
As men,
if you know you can get somebody,
master manipulators.
But if you know you can get somebody, yes, because y'all are easy.
No, we're not. Men are easier than women.
Men are definitely easier than women. We are definitely easier than y'all.
Men are easier.
Yeah, because all you gotta do is say, "What's up?" Like, "What's up?" Say less. We can get this done right now.
Majority of them is a hit anything walk.
Exactly, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
That's the whole problem.
The fact
Can we speak on that? Can we speak on that? See, now
let's speak on it.
I'm not even trying to go here. But like, why is that?
Because we look for anything. It's a whole physical aspect. If you be like, what's up? I'm like, you tell me. Because I'm already looking for the quickest and easiest thing. That's just what it is. If you giving it to me, I'm going to take it.
So any cat that come your way, easy cat is not a good cat.
Women possess the most valuable asset on earth.
Yes. But they don't.
Because of men, because y'all raise the value that high. So
literally.
It's a tight market, but
exactly.
Everybody can't pay to play.
No. And it's just that easy.
It's not that easy.
It's sad.
I don't think it's that easy though.
It is.
I don't know. I feel like men are easier than women, but that's me.
Men are easier than women.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it easy for y'all. Because all y'all gotta do is go outside and be like, you gonna buy me a drink?
First of all, I never asked anybody to buy me a drink.
Don't mean they ain't never buy you a drink.
They've asked me to buy a drink.
95% of men are waiting for you to walk up to them.
Exactly. Exactly.
You saved me all the way.
But
Exactly.
like, why? Like, why would you do that though?
Because they want to know that
As a
you want
woman.
them.
Because men are
Period. Period.
That's true too. I find that a lot.
Well,
A lot of men are afraid of women.
yeah, facts.
Especially a certain type of woman too. Like
Yeah.
if you don't look a certain way,
Yeah.
yeah,
They scared of you.
you won't be approached. I don't know. I be feeling like people always tell me I look mean, so I don't be bothered.
And that is the ones you go after.
Why though?
Because you know that's not the easy ones.
But I really don't. Be
If you looking
bothered,
for
though,
something,
honestly.
if you're looking for something, the
Looking
ones
for
that
what
are
in
looking,
particular? Be specific. Like,
if
what
you're
are you looking
for somebody
for?
to be with,
Mhm.
the main ones are the ones you go after. If you look for some fun, the ones that's happy, seeking attention. Oh yeah, you good for tonight. I ain't gonna deal with you that much longer. I'll give you a month.
You're gonna make a lot of people mad.
That's how it go. You gotta take care of yourself. For real.
Gotta take care of yourself.
For real.
Whatever. All right, let's see. Moving on. Let's see.
What's up?
I think we spoke on this already.
What?
We kind of touched on it, but then we ran away. So one of these questions was, how do you know when you found
We can do one more. How do we know when you found the right one?
the right one? Yeah.
When you don't gotta let your boundaries down. And they don't have you second guess your deal breakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know you found the right one.
When they can accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With no problem. That's how you found the right one. Because deep down, you know when somebody's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact when you're looking and you're ready, especially if you're ready, you're going to go through anything and everything with that person because you're ready to really be in something. But
that's not always okay.
It's not okay at all.
So you
because
have
you go
to stand
past,
firm in your boundaries.
Got to.
In order to find the right person.
That's how you know you got the right person.
Respect it.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how you know.
I also think a big one too is people need to learn to be okay with not being the right person for somebody. So if I stand firm in my boundaries and my boundaries upset you, then I know that you're not the right person for me, and vice versa. So if your boundaries upset me, then I know I'm not the right person for you.
Right.
And I need to be okay with that because that allows me the space to find my person again.
Exactly.
But a lot of people fear starting over. Nobody wants to start over, especially when you've invested so much time. That's why I'm saying 3 months is not enough time.
But that's because a lot of people, too, they want you to be the right person for them and not the right person for themselves. Because I could, like, say if me and you are together, I would want you to be the right person for the world, not the right person for me. Because that keeps you closed in on just on me, focused on me, and like I'm just your life. I'm not supposed to be your life. We're together, but I'm not supposed to be your life. Period. You have a life outside of me. Before you met me, you had a life. So why would I come into your life and be like, oh, it gotta be all about me? I'm not God.
Because what are you saying?
Exactly.
It's all about me.
I'm not God. Like, I'm not God. So why would I try to treat you like that?
Yeah.
Like, people need to be more realistic. And that's the problem.
I also think, too, I just feel like it all goes back to just being vulnerable, too. Like, you need to be honest with the person that you're trying to be with to let them know who it is that you want to be.
Right.
So not just being who they want you to be, but who you want to be for yourself should also be a goal.
Right.
And then we focus on who you are to the outside world. But ultimately, you still have to make sure you're still considering the person that you're with. So you still need to be a good person to them too.
But that takes time when you really being honest on if this is really what you want. If this is really what you want, you're going to do that. If it's not, You're not going to do that. Gotta be honest. Period. Got to.
Yes. I don't know. I think it's title of this podcast should be vulnerability. I feel like we've said that word so much tonight.
Nah, for real.
Like it all goes back to just being vulnerable. I feel like we don't exercise that enough. I don't think anybody really practices that anymore because of social media. Because you don't have to. You could be whoever you want to be. Whoever you say you are, whoever you post to be on Instagram, that's who you are. That's who people know you
that's
as.
That's what you try to pretend to be.
Mm-hmm. I really wish that all social medias would crash for like a year so everybody could snap back into reality.
That's what people want to be too busy in fantasies, not reality.
It's all about the image.
Exactly.
We want to uphold images. Everybody wants to look like they have it, like they got it figured out.
But why?
Because nobody wants to be down and out. Who wants to be down and out?
If you down and out, you down and out. That don't mean you're going to be there forever.
True, but I don't want to be.
But that don't mean you're going to be there forever.
That's true.
It's temporary.
So
I mean, just because it's temporary, you got to act like you're not.
It's because people are used to seeing other people's highlights all day.
All day.
But they still... But a lot of people be lying too.
But they don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really look into it.
The fact they see that everybody is
like
up. I'm up too.
They're just looking at it at face value.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, so-and-so just bought a new house. Oh,
face value is terrible.
Man, I'm still in this apartment.
Yeah. She on vacation every other week.
I ain't been on vacation 2 years.
Facts. But I mean, that's what it was designed for.
Right.
Originally, it was designed to sway society to buy certain things, but then, people took it and we did what we did.
It's just in a different form now.
Mm-hmm.
It's through influencers.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So we've got this new generation of vloggers, people who go everywhere with these phones and film everything.
Nah, for real. Everything is filmed.
That's the culture that we live in.
Everything is filmed.
Yeah.
Right? This is the first episode. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a WeakLEE Podcast. Like and subscribe and tune in next week.